a Shadow Line production. Look, that one time we were with Mike, we were with you in New York, and you're talking about those $5. But I remember, and I've always thought it would be. I remember you had a load of money, and we were in New York. It was me and Kamaru. This was during New Year's for PFL at that time. And I remember, you had your beanie on. It was cold, dude. It was cold at that time. I remember there was a homeless guy that was, kind of asking for money. And I'll never forget it because you go out there, you had a stack of hundreds, and you pull out 100, and you said, "Here, man, go get yourself some food, go get somewhere to stay, and get out of here." You know what I'm saying? Like, why, Mike? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why? Because me and my mother used to beg in the street like that.
Yeah. But you're kind of like, you're adamant about telling him, like, hey, get out of here. Like, he didn't know who you was. I think if you're to take your beanie off,
well,
whoa. Did you hear what I said? Yeah. Me and my mother used to do the same thing. That guy.
I'm glad you brought that moment up because it was something else that I got from that moment, because when you gave it to him, he was in disbelief that you gave it to him. Because sometimes you already made the decision ahead. I'm gonna give him something, and I think the smallest thing you had in your pocket at the time, so you gave it to him, and he was like, "All this?" I think he even asked once or twice, "All this?"
Yeah, they know normally they say that.
Yeah,
this is too much. No, this is too much. Sometimes, yeah.
All this?
Yeah, that humbles me when someone says that. Sometimes they refuse and say, "No, give me 20 or give me 5."
Well, I could be wrong, but I think, especially in certain situations where you're dealing with maybe an addict, and that's all they need because they know that's all I need for my next fix, and you give them something that exceeds the need for just because they know I need only $10 to get that fix, and you give them something way more than that, they're like, oh no, this is too much. And you're telling them to go get food and trying to tell them to take care of themselves, but in his mind, I just need enough to get what
this is this trouble. My ego makes me think I'm helping people, but in reality, he doesn't want to take it because somebody's going to take it from him. His experience, somebody's going to take it from him. The people that he gives it to are going to think it's fake. They give it to him, get the hell out of here. You're giving counterfeit money. And who is he going to call? He's going to call a cop and say, hey, they took my $100 bill. But my ignorance and my ego says, fuck it, let me show you I can give him this. Instead of breaking it up and giving him 10 to 20 like my wife tells me to do.
Right.
Yeah, so but that's who Mike is though, because I've been out with you, and whenever you've had appearances, you'll just go on the street just handing out money. And who was that guy that you fought that you bought him a Lamborghini? It was somebody that you gave a nice car to.
I give a lot of cars.
Who Jason give cars to?
No, but in particular, there was a heavyweight that you used to box against that you ended up giving him a numbers brought it up.
I've given a lot of cars away. Because that's what people in our neighborhood like, cars. Yeah. You know what I mean? Give him $1 million, he's going to blow that, going to have nothing left for it. Might die of OD. Give him a car, he's going to keep it to real run. Ain't going to be no insurance, but he's going to keep it and have a ball,
No, that's interesting you say that, because I often understand that it's the thought behind something that actually does count. Because you can give someone $100,000, $100,000, and they'll blow it on something that it's not meaningful, that they won't have the next week or the next month. But you give them a $100,000 car, that's a car. That's something that you thought of and you gave them. That's something they might cherish even more than that $100,000.
Sometimes I do it for the wrong reason. Sometimes I do it because I'm trying to buy my way into heaven. So it's not necessarily always for the right reason, I think, sometimes.
I think we all kind of do that in our daily life.
Yeah.
In what we do.